The Ole Miss women's golf team is no stranger to success in recent memory. After playing a plethora of different style courses, the ladies' regular season schedule has them well prepared as the regular season comes to an end. Now, the squad's goals are clear: to return to the NCAA tournament for the second time in a row. While the competition is always tough in the SEC, playing conditions were also tough for the golfers during play at the Greystone Golf and Country Club.
Those days, those hard days, is where the good competition separates itself from the weaker. And I pride myself on going out there and having a really good mentality on those days.
You never know what's going to be a good score on days like that, and so that's what we always preach to our players is just give it your all, keep fighting, because you don't know if a 75 might be a fantastic score that day. So I think we're really good at that and just grinding it out until the very end and making every shot count.
They weren't shocked by bad weather. It was colder that morning. A lot of teams were not real happy with how cold it was and bad weather, and nobody complained on our team. And we went out and played really well that day. And I think that just shows how kind of tough our girls are, and they compete no matter what. So I kind of smile when there's some bad weather coming in, because I feel like we're going to play really well, because our girls are they just strive for bad days, because they know that if they play well, they're going to move up the leaderboard.
The Rebels would be led in stroke play by a familiar face in Julia Johnson. Overall, she would finish second in the stroke play portion of the tournament.
I told y'all, after Dominican Republic, something clicked, and I knew it was going to be a good spring. And I don't know if she's finished outside the top 10 since.
In tournaments like these, she has no fear of any of the other competitors. She knows that she should be right there at the top. She works in practice like she deserves to be up there, and she really does. She's phenomenal. When it comes to big tournaments like these, she really helps lift our team up and makes us feel like we deserve to be there too. So she is great as an individual, but even better as a teammate. So we're just really, really proud of her.
She's phenomenal. You know, she really is. She's got a great mindset, and she's just a winner. She wants to play and she wants to compete, and she knows she's as good as anybody out there, and she can beat anyone at any given day of the week. And I think half the battle is just having that mindset when you play against such great golfers as there are in the SEC.
The team would follow suit and take this competitive mindset, as they would be the last team in the field of match play.
I mean, being an 8th seed, you really have nothing to lose. You know, we're kind of taking on the underdog role, and let's just hit fairways, hit greens, make them have to make birdies to beat us, you know? So for several of the players, that was the goal. Hit the middle of the fairway, hit the middle of the green, make the other player have to make a birdie. So I think that worked really well for Kennedy, that worked really well for Macy. You know, Julia has a little different mindset of attacking pins a little more, and honestly, we're just taking the underdog. Let's have fun, let's just do our best, and let's see what happens.
You know, in match play, anything is possible. Like, anything can happen. I think all of us just wanted to get out there and just, play smart.
Our team just felt like we had nothing to lose, really, and we've had that mentality for almost 2 years now. As we're underdogs, nobody really believes in us. We kind of come sneak attack a lot of the times, and so I think that we hold that, and I think that we use that to our advantage. I've played a really good match play this year, so I knew that I was going to be hard to beat. I just knew that, and I knew if I could go out there and win every match, that sets my team up in good position.
But just to be able to show the other teams that we can do it, to show the Arkansas, the Floridas, the Georgias that, like, we're a new team. This isn't the Ole Miss you've known for 30 years. This is a new era of women's golf here. So I think just to be able to have that and have that to prove, it really pushed us to go a little bit further and a little bit harder this week.
After victories over Florida and Georgia, the Rebels would square off against South Carolina for the SEC title, and freshman Macy Samoski would be in a familiar position.
Okay, go one up in her match. Ole Miss has 2 wins. South Carolina has 1.
Hi guys, she has her fairway medal out, and she has a clean line to this hole here.
Yeah, pretty lengthy shot on the layup. Hit that second shot a little bit heavy, but this one going a little bit to the left and long, but that's going to be a tricky 2-putt coming down that slope. Didn't quite come off that bank. Advantage definitely to go.
Yeah, Lois can, with a good shot here, put the Gamecocks in position to get their second point.
We didn't realize how important that putt was until Connor Beth finished her match and lost.
She had like a 4-footer for par. I was like, maybe I'll make her like make a pressured par putt, and I really didn't register that it was gonna go in until it actually went in.
I wish the TV camera had my reaction, because 10 feet short I raised my hand. It hit every mark we picked along the way.
Yeah, she should have a judge of the speed, but watching that putt just before that, this putt appears to be faster than it is.
And this one from 55 feet, right to left break.
Good speed.
It's coming
Good
back.
line. And how about that?
Are you kidding me?
They are all square, and they will go extra holes.
It was perfect. I mean, it not only did it go in, it went in with perfect speed, it went in with perfect line. It was absolutely perfect.
I was in the fairway, so I was all square on the 18th hole going in, and Coach and I are sitting there talking about my approach shot, and all of a sudden I see her drain this snake of a putt, and I'm like, wow, that was long. And then I see her continually walking to the hole, and I'm like, okay, that was way more than 20 feet, like that was like 50, 60 feet. And so we saw her, and then we knew when they left to go to another hole that she had made extra holes.
You know, just like every match all week long, she just kept becoming clutch at the right moment. So it was really impressive to see her do that.
Lois Kago must make her putt to extend the match. Ole Miss wins the Southeastern Conference for the first time ever in golf.
I don't think I still have processed it really, because we just weren't expected to do it. We weren't expected to go to nationals last year. We weren't expected to win SECs this year, and that's why I came here, because I really believed that we could do everything we're doing. And for it all to come into fruition, and for everything that Coach KORY does and Coach ZACK does and all the work that we do for this, for it all to come together was just, I mean, it was perfect. It was just such a happy moment.
It means a lot to us to be able to show everyone else how amazing our coach is. She's phenomenal, the way that she coaches, the way that she treats us as human beings, the way that she encourages us. It really makes us want to do great for her. And so for us to be able to pull something like this off for her in only 4 years, it's really rewarding for us to know that all of our hard work and her hard work is paying off. And not only that, but it puts a bigger footprint on this program, which is exactly what Julia and I have always talked about doing when we came here, is we wanted to leave a legacy.
Well, Team 32 last year, you know, broke, I don't know, I think like 37 records or something. Like, they broke everything. And I just think that winning the SEC championship just proves that, like, hey, you know, that wasn't a fluke. It wasn't just like, you know, they had a good season. Like, we're a good team. We're getting better, and we're only going to keep going up from here.
And we're competing on the national level, and I think we're going to make some real noise here in the next couple of years.
We are recognizing us, the Ole Miss women's golf team, for winning the SEC championship, and Julia and I are throwing the first pitch of the game, so we're excited.
Guys that are catching you, their job is to catch it. So just get it going in that direction, they'll catch it, I promise you.
We'll throw it in the dirt to make sure that we're on alert
they'll stop
for
it.
today.
I promise, you'll be fine.
Is this how you hold it?
No, I don't know.
I don't know either. We're gonna wing this, we got this. My brother was trying to give me tips, and I originally started holding it like this, like just firm gripping it, and he was like, sister, soft fingers, soft. And I was like, okay, Wiggy, I'll do my best, but I'm just not sure.
SEC champions for Ole Miss women's golf team. Ole Miss Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina in the final 20.
This is so creepy.
Okay,
do we go up here?
2019 Southeastern Conference Ole Miss Rebels.
Thanks, guys.
The champions of women's golf. Now to throw out the first pitch. Here is Connor Beth and Judy Johnson. And we're on.
Oh, yes! Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Women's golf champions, the Ole
Thanks.
Miss Rebels.
Yeah. What's up, Will? Thank you. Thank you. That was super fun. I think baseball's my new calling.
Hey, mine went like right in the mid. That's all I have to say about that. Catch me out here next year.
Thank you.
I got told I could.
I love you.
Love you too. Good seeing you.
You too. Bye, y'all. Thank you. Thanks, Tim. Cole. Hey.
Good job.
Thank y'all. Woo! And we out.
Currently we're at Sunshine Pizza, eating some good food and waiting anxiously to see where we'll get a regional bid at.
We're hoping Auburn, but we're going to be okay with whatever we go to. Maybe Oklahoma.
I guarantee you we could see Mount Rainier from the golf course.
Probably.
Okay, I'm kind of crossing my fingers Washington now.
Is it time?
Yeah.
Oh, it is time.
Now we are going to Norman, the site, Jimmy Austin Golf Club in Norman, Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, the host. The best story, Ole Miss, the 9 seed, needing to win the SECs to sniff postseason play. Amazing run to do so.
Like, to come off an SEC championship win going into regionals, I just think we have incredible momentum. And even though we're the 9th seed, I mean, we were 8th seed going into SECs and we won. So I think going in as a 9th seed, I think we have a really good chance to make it. And I mean, we just need to take it one shot at a time, one day at a time, and just wait and see. But I like our odds.
Just, I think from where we started, like, this fall, we've worked really, really hard to get here. Obviously, we're coming off like a really good SEC win. So we're feeling pretty high right now. But it's so great, and we're going to Norman, Oklahoma for our regionals, and so we're excited, and we're just going to spend the next week and a half getting ready for that.
I think anytime that you played a regional, you know what to expect. You know that the best teams in the country are going to be there, and you have to bring your A game. So, we have some experienced players on our team as well as some freshmen, so it'll be a good combination. We know we've got to put 3 good rounds together if we want to advance to the NCAA tournament. So we're going to do our best and play with our heart and just lay it all out there.
After 3 days of tough competition, the Rebels clinched the final spot in the Norman Regional, earning them a berth in their 2nd straight NCAA championship appearance at the Blessings Golf Club.
That golf course was so hard that morning. Average score was over 80, and nobody shot under par in the morning wave.
We kind of knew going into it that it was going to be tough because I'd seen it before just recruiting, but I didn't quite think it was going to be that tough. So the pins were in positions that were, hard to hold a 4-iron or a hybrid. So the girls were hitting a lot longer clubs in. So we just knew we needed to be smart.
While all of the Rebel squad returned this year, it would be new faces among the top of the leaderboard for Ole Miss.
They did a good job of not making big numbers. If they got it in trouble, they got it out of trouble. They didn't try to force anything. Just played really smart golf.
I know you look at 76 and might not think that's the best score, but it was 20-30 mile per hour winds, 6,400 yards. It was extremely tough.
When you're on a golf course that difficult, you have to maintain your mistakes. And they did a great job of that during the first round, and that's why you saw them kind of up near the top of the leaderboard as they really managed their game and their expectations well.
I think it's just a tough golf course, but it's tough for everyone, and we just have to make the best out of the situation that we're in.
Going forward, we're just going to need to work on from the tee to the fairway, putting ourselves in a better position, trying to avoid the fairway bunkers a little bit, and if we get our putters rolling, we could have a really great week out here.
On day 2, the Rebels would come back out firing, knowing the course was playing tough.
That second day was one of the better rounds I felt like they played in my time here. I thought they really bought into what we were trying to say, and they weren't intimidated by the situation. And I think that's what you see in a young team that's starting to come into their own.
It shows that the girls learned something from day one, maybe learned a better course management tactic, maybe learned where not to be, or where the best place is to hit the next shot. So, like I said, really proud of the girls for just hanging in there and just really grinding it out, because that's what the national championship is.
Kennedy Swann would grind out her round as she would shoot an Ole Miss women's golf program record in the 2nd round of play.
And it was probably the best round of golf I've seen her play all spring, obviously, and it was one of the best rounds I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, she hit 17 greens. That's really impressive. So the ability for her to be able to do that on a course that hard just shows what level of player Kennedy is.
When she gets it going and gets comfortable with the ball striking, it is fun to watch.
Just short of the record herself, sophomore Julia Johnson would bounce back in a big way for the Rebels.
I don't think you'll ever see Julia shoot 83 again. But that's what that golf course can do. She wasn't even that far off. She missed a few putts and kind of spiraled a little bit out of control, and I don't think you'll ever see Julia do that again.
For her to bounce back, she was totally fine after the round. She was disappointed in herself, but she knew that's not Julia Johnson. She knew she was better than that. So, excited for her to come back with that 74 the next day and show what she's really made of.
She went out the second day with a chip on her shoulder. When she has a chip on her shoulder, it's fun to watch because she goes out and she's got the pit bull mentality and she gets after it. She left some shots out in that 74 too. She played really, really well that day.
It's always a good experience, to put yourself in contention. After 2 days, we were in contention to be close to that match play number, and to finish at top 15 at a national championship's nothing to hang your head about.
We had that taste and that chance to make top 8. For a team that was as young as we are, that was playing in their second national championship, it's pretty cool.
I think it gave them a little bit of, wanting to be able to do better next year. It allowed us to leave with a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth of, we're better than this, we can do better next year. So, overall, it was a great week. I think the girls showed up and played some great golf.
But, the cool part is they're all coming back. We don't lose anybody from that team. I think that you learn a lot more from days like the last round than you do from days like the second round. You just have to look at it as, hey, we just finished 14th in the national championship. We played really bad the last day and still finished 14th in the national championship. And we didn't have a senior play in. We've got 2 freshmen, 2 sophomores, 1 junior. Future looks pretty good.
That's the most exciting part, is to have the 6 that were traveling with us coming back, along with 2 freshmen that are going to be coming in this year. I think we're just going to continue to grow and get better and better, and to have that leadership from all these girls that experienced the national championship and winning the SEC championship, it's just really going to help teach the 2 freshmen coming in what it's all about, and show them the level of work ethic it takes in order to get to those positions.
I played at a school that the first national championship I played in was the first national championship the team played in the history of the school. We played terrible. The next year did the same thing. We played a little bit better. The next year, we finished 4th. So I think you learn a little bit every year.
Obviously our goal is to win a national championship, so we're going to keep pressing forward and keep just trying to win championships. Every time we tee it up, we want to do our best and win. You don't tee it up to not win, so that's our goal, is just to keep pushing forward, and every year get a little bit better and a little bit better. And I really think we have the coaching staff. ZACK does an amazing job, along with the players on our team that can continue moving in the right direction for Ole Miss women's golf.
That was a really good answer.
That was a great answer. You guys both been giving great answers. 200.
We got a good chance to make the blooper reels today.
We got to get on this blooper reel again. Why were we not on the blooper reel more last year? I'm funny. She's funny. We're funny.
We are funny together.
Like, I don't get it. We are the best content that Ole Miss could offer.
With experience, and that's kind of why this kid is pretty like off here at USC.
We've been a team that's been able to go pretty easily.